Hello! I'm Chappers.
And I'm Fiona Bruce.
And we're at Maplewood. Wow. Discussing wonderful gear that you can purchase at Andertons Mega Store in Guildford.
In Guildford?
Yes.
Yes. We got a funky new toy today. We have got an Epiphone Les Paul Ultra 3. As the name would suggest, this is the third generation Les Paul Ultra. And essentially the Ultra family has always been a Les Paul with an acoustic pickup in it. But the Ultra 3 has taken that to a sort of a whole new extra level of technological wizardry. And I thought we'd tell you a little bit more about it.
Yes, it should be called the Ultra Mega 3 because they've packed everything they ever could into one guitar. Firstly, we're sorry about the colour of this particular one.
Well, we're not sorry about it,
I am.
But it's, there are 4 fabulous colours on this guitar using these AAA kind of maple veneers that they put on the top. This is, I can't remember what the exact name for this is.
Is it like teal? I think it's teal.
I don't know that's what they call it, but that's what the colour is. There are some lovely kind of more traditional cherry sunbursts, some vintage sunbursts and things like that. You can go to the Andertons website and see lovely pictures of all the different ones. But yes, this is just one of a number of colours this guitar's available in. As far as the guitar is concerned, it is a little bit different to the Ultra 2. It's now a chambered body. I don't know if you can really hear anything there. Being chambered makes the guitar a little lighter than before, and also aids, with the acoustic sort of resonance of the guitar. It has what they're calling a belly cut or a tummy cut, whatever you want to call it here. Either if you play guitar up here and you've got enormous pectoral muscles, that'll be fit. But if you're basically fat like me and you need a bit more space here, that helps. And it has a D-shaped profile neck, which is a little different to perhaps the necks that you might traditionally be used to on a Les Paul. The D shape is a little wider this way and a little flatter on the back. Than you would perhaps normally associate.
It's like a squashed C shape.
Yeah, and it's a satin finish neck, which is becoming very popular on guitars nowadays. So you have the gloss finish body for all the shiny sexiness, and a satin finish neck, so your hand kind of can glide up and down nice and easy.
We've got a couple of cool things from Shadow Electronics built into this wondrous piece of win. The first thing is the Nanomag pickup here, which is in a demonstration you can see from me here. It's essentially a magnetic acoustic type pickup, picks up frequencies and magnetic impulses and turns it into electrical wizardry into what we're using at the moment is the little Marshall JMP head, so we can hear it live in the room. We've also got the amazing tuner built into this humbucking pickup ring.
We'll show you the close-up of this.
Yeah. One
of the things I do like about the Nanomag is, typically speaking, when I've seen piezo pickups fitted on electric guitars before, they're usually in the bridge saddles. And you know that the tone of a guitar, if you're picking the sound up from the bridge, is super bright. What I quite like about the Nanomag is they very, very neatly kind of cut it into the top of the neck here, into the top of the fretboard.
So it doesn't look unsightly, does it?
No.
It really fits in with the guitar.
And of course the guitar is much warmer sounding when the pickup is here than when the pickup is strummed down there. You
Yeah.
may not hear that on the room mic, but you know.
These are pretty easy to fit if you buy them separately. They come with a little adhesive strip, and you just go, and it sticks there, and you're good.
But this has been factory fitted, so they've actually, the neck binding goes either side of the pickup, and it does look really sweet.
It's a smart job. Here's our shadow tuning pickup mount ring, and all you do is you press this button here, activate tuning Xylon thing. So you pluck a string, and it tells you what the string's tuned to, and what you've got is the note you're tuning along here in the blue, and you've got H, T, and L representing low, in tune, or high. So if I detune my E string, you see it goes below the tuning. It's now in D. So I'll bring it up, and it'll go green when it's in tune.
We should also mention that the guitar automatically goes into mute mode when you turn the tuner on.
Yeah. So you might be thinking, what is this A and B part here, which I can go either both or one or the other? And I think Lee is about to talk about that right now.
He is, so I'll just pop the camera back, and here we go. So, as discussed, this is loaded with Epiphone's Pro Buckers, which is the Epiphone version of the Gibson Burst Bucker, and a Shadow Nanomag. And what is very, very cool and simple is that the the sort of what would typically on a Les Paul standard be the tone control for the neck pickup is actually a push sort of toggle switch.
Non-latching.
Yeah, so essentially, again, what you saw Rob doing there, you probably won't catch this on the camera now, but each time I push it, essentially I'm scrolling, so I'm now on just the magnetic pickups, now I'm on the Nanomag, and now I'm on both, and as I keep pressing it, it'll just scroll through that.
There are lots of really classic rock guitar playing guys that use a blend of a clean signal and a dirty signal. People like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, Slash with his Fishman power bridge.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing to do. So let me show you how I would use this using a slide, which is something I'm beginning to learn how to use. Don't often do it. But I'm using a G Blues tuning. So there's my, I'm going to be going between the acoustic and the both sound probably, and I'll flick it into all of it.
Whilst I'm sure all of these stickers that are on the guitar when you take it out of the box are helpful in deciphering what all the knobs and buttons do, they look pretty awful. So peel all those off when you get your guitar and it'll look cool.
Yeah, and I take the plate off. Who here likes scratch plates on a Les Paul? Really? You do? I want to start a poll. I cannot stand scratch plates on a Les Paul.
So I'm going to whiz the guitar over to the back here. We've got 3 controls here and a battery compartment. This is all to do with the Nanomag. So I've got a gain control, a bass and a treble control, and the battery compartment for that. Rob?
I'm going to be bad cop
Yeah,
here,
go on.
and I'm just going to say that unfortunately they
This is a tip to Epiphone. If you're watching this and you do Ultra 4 or whatever.
much as I love
Please.
Epiphone and Gibson Corp, they didn't mark or have any kind of little natural dent in the knob, so you don't know where you are unless you kind of just imagine that you're at 0 and then you're turning it and you guess that's halfway.
Yeah.
There's no way of knowing where you are.
But so that's a little minor thing that I suppose what you could do, in fact what you should do,
Is you could just mark
a little
it
bit
yourself.
of Tipex or something like that, pop it
Yeah.
on, then you know where you are.
That's a
don't you?
pro tip.
Pro tip. Up here we've got the Grover machine heads, which you get on pretty much most of the Epiphone Les Paul standard guitars.
Well, we should talk about
Oh,
the
yes.
gubbins.
Apologies.
Down here we got 2 tails rather than 1.
And an extra socket. So I guess most of you have probably guessed what the 2 jack sockets are out here. Essentially, if you want to run both the Nanomag and the magnetic pickups into one amplifier, so you've only got one amplifier, you would just use the mono output, which is the middle one of the 2, and then as you're toggling, all it's going to do is send the appropriate, either the magnetic pickups or the Nanomag or both just to your one amplifier.
And that's probably the most practical, simple way of using this in a live situation.
However, if you're kind of that next level kind of pro player up, if you like, and you want to run the Nanomag through either an acoustic amp or a PA or just DI'd separately somehow, you can use two outputs. So what we've got in this demo is you're hearing the magnetic pickups on here through Boogie guitar combo, and you're hearing the acoustic output. Actually a combination. We've got the signal going straight to the desk and to a sort of a flat sounding old Marshall PA head.
Yeah, and Stick Up Maple will blend those into an appropriately nice sound.
Just some different acoustic tones, give you an idea what you can do.
So here is the acoustic sound, just some simple open chords to get an idea of the tone.
And then what we've got is an USB socket on the end, or USB as some nerdy people like to call it, but you know. So the USB socket allows you to plug the Les Paul Ultra straight into your PC. You don't need any sort of audio interface. And what you also can do from the Gibson website is download a free copy of Guitar Rig LE, which basically means if you're ever traveling or you're just doing some home recording, you just need your guitar, a USB cable and your laptop, and you can play this guitar straight into Guitar Rig LE. So you've got heaps of different guitar amps and effects, and I mean, if you're not familiar with Guitar Rig 3, it's Guitar Rig rather, it's right up there, you know, recognized as one of the premium guitar amp emulation software bundles that you can buy. You're
getting an awful lot for the money. How much is it, Lee?
Well, you get all this stuff for £549, which, put into context, is about £150 to £200 more than it would cost you just to buy a regular Les Paul standard. So
it comes with a poster as well.
It comes with a poster which is worth at least 50p of the £549 price tag. I don't know what's on the poster. Do we know?
Santa Claus.
It's like this.
Yeah, so if you work out what the cost of buying, you know, an acoustic, or, you know, fitting an acoustic pickup and buying a tuner and getting a USB socket and getting a copy of Guitar Rig and all that sort of stuff, and factor all that in, I think this is amazing value.
It's very good value. I think, if I can be bad cop, it lacks a little bit of finesse in some of the finishing areas, but overall it's a great guitar.
One of the comments Rob was kind of making was it would be quite nice to see this technology actually on, say, an American Les Paul standard, just so that, you know, like maybe a real pro guitar, because I think some of the features on here would be very, very attractive to a real kind of pro.
It's a fantastic featured guitar.
You know, I think Epiphone have proved countless times, you know, they can make great guitars. You can get the guitars, you can give them a good setup, you know, and you get something that's immense quality for the money.
So if you would like to purchase this wonderful Ultra 3 Les Paul by Epiphone, you can go to here.
You can.
Not his nipple, the store Andertons.